Alright, we're back right after I just recorded the last video because I literally just freshly watched this anime and I want to make a video on it as soon as possible. I'm also going to be rushing as quick as possible through this fucking anime because I know there's a lot to unpack. Off rip, I'm gonna tell you. In first season, Ichika is best girl. Second season, Nino. No, I'm not arguing with no niggas in the comments. That's my piece. I'm letting y'all know that. So if there's any bias in my words in the future, just know it's that. Also, I'm not gonna go over the movie. I will, just briefly. Now, one more thing I wanted to say. Some niggas gonna look at the fucking title of this fucking video and be like, whoa, masterpiece? I mean, the shit was alright, but not that good. Let me tell you exactly why it's a masterpiece. Well, if you watch the video, you're gonna know why. But basically, this is probably the best way a harem can go out. That's why I said it's a masterpiece. And I'd say it's probably one of the most emotionally intelligent harem I've seen for a long time. Anyways, if you don't know this shit, main character's name is Isugi. I'm probably butchering that, so I'm gonna call him Futaro for now because that's his last name. Or maybe it is, or maybe it's not. I couldn't tell you. He's a smart ass nigga. I'm gonna call him MC sometimes because his name is actually somewhat difficult for me to pronounce. So MC, he's a smart ass nigga. He meets this girl, Itsuki. She asks him to tutor her because she's fucking stupid. He says no, it's a waste of my time. Then MC gets fucking hired to tutor 5 girls, and guess what? Itsuki just happens to be one of them. Long story short, he goes up to their apartment because these niggas are rich as fuck. I don't know if I said this. These niggas are rich as fuck. He goes up to the apartment because obviously he has to tutor them. Off rip, everybody does not fuck with him besides Yotsuba. And seeing how the anime ends, it all makes sense now why Yotsuba fucked with him at the start. I mean, obviously she's openly friendly, but like there's another reason. I don't want to spoil it, but if you're watching this video, you probably already know how the anime ends. And I won't lie, I'm gonna get to it later, but ending left me a little salty. I won't hold you. Anyways, after dinner or whatever at fucking MC's house, Itsuki's like, okay, I'll accept you as my tutor. Still doesn't fuck with him, but the thing about Itsuki, Itsuki just sounds like such a main character name. That's why I be getting these niggas confused. But thing about MC is he's poor and in debt, so that's why he took this job, yada yada. Basically, he needs the money. Itsuki felt bad for the nigga. Boom. She's like, cool, you can keep the job. And if you didn't know, off rip, this is a harem anime. First girl he already got was Miku. She was pretty simple. All he had to do was tell her about some fucking Japanese warlords they fucked with, and the panties was already off. It was more than that, but you know, she fell in love with the nigga, and now she's agreeant. That is not the right word, but now she agrees to study and get tutored by the nigga. She used to be my favorite character till I rewatched this. Now that I'm a little older, I'd say a little more mature. She used to be my favorite character because I used to fuck with the shy types. Now, you know, Ichika's second to Nino, only because in second season, Ichika did some crazy shit that I just can't side with. Another thing, out of all the girls, Nino is the one that hates the nigga the most at the start. Like, I mean, you already know how this shit goes. It's a harem. She's a tsundere. You know, bro. But yeah, Nino's definitely best girl. Like, I'm not even arguing. She is best girl. You'll see why in season 2. And when I say best girl, I'm not having no waifu debates or nothing like that. I enjoy every girl in this. Like, usually in harem anime, there's just like 1 or 2 girls that I'm just like, I could care less about. But in this, I actually fuck with all of them. And that's probably because they made all these niggas actually decently written, gave them actual good backstories, and made sense that they fell for the nigga because shit actually happened. Anyways, right here is when Nino starts somewhat like softening up with the nigga. He like steps in, saves their sisters from arguing, yada yada. Nino still's like, fuck you, but like, let's fuck you, you know? Another one of my favorite parts of the anime is just all the girls slowly warming up to the nigga. Sometimes, no, not even sometimes, most of the time in romance and slash harem animes, they just be over the nigga dick the first moment they see him. Now, you know, you get to actually see some emotional maturity. Besides Miku, she was kind of easy, I ain't gonna lie. This is probably one of my favorite arcs in this show, but for time's sake, I'm gonna keep it short. They're at a fireworks festival with all the girls. Ichika, and it's kind of been family tradition for all 5 of the girls to all hang with each other on fireworks and see the fireworks with each other in a special reserved spot. But this time, Ichika kind of like bailed out out last moment. Anyways, MC goes up to her, is like, no, don't do that, yada yada, boom, everyone's good. But some important key points I wanted to point out in this. First, MC finally is like, okay, I'm supposed to just be the tutor. I'm doing all this shit. Obviously, we're close now. Another thing is, this isn't where you learn it, but their mother passed away, and that's why they find all this shit, and staying all together very important, because their mother told them no matter what, stay together. Also, this is where you get to see Miku's and Ichika's like feelings kind of like more clear. Anyways, the daughter's dad calls MC and says, hey, if all of them don't pass this next test, I'ma fire your ass. Then we go in this small arc of all the girls, you know, diligently learning this shit, because at least at this point, 3 girls have a crush on him. Back to the main plot, all the girls actually failed the test. So MC was finna get fired, but then they pulled some smart brain moves saying, actually, all 5 of us passed each subject, but actually everybody passed one subject, but everyone got different ones, so technically they didn't lie. Anyways, another important thing I left out, MC used to be this badass kid with blonde hair. Anyways, Nino ends up finding the old picture of him, is like, oh, who's this nigga, he's hot, but obviously it's MC. But MC says it's too embarrassing, so he just said, I don't know, some relative. That's not important yet, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Also, Ichika gets confessed to by this nigga, but it's not actually Ichika, it's actually Miku and Ichika's hair. Since they all look like each other, they kind of like swap out each other's hairs and shit, like with wigs, and try to act like each other so they can get out of certain situations. Anyways, MC intervenes, and now Ichika pretty much has to go on a dance with him. And I didn't say this earlier, but they're going to a school field trip, and everyone who dances is bound by fate. They stop at this hotel on their way to the fucking school trip. Nothing important happens here, but fucking Itsuki walks in on Ichika making out with the nigga. Well, not kissing him, but like that's how it looks to her. Not important yet. I actually might not bring it up later, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. Anyway, some shit happens. Now they're on the school trip. MC walks into Nino while he mistakenly has a blonde wig on, and Nino mistakes him for, well, older him, literally. So he just calls himself Kintaro so he can hide his identity, I guess. He should have just fessed up here, because he made it way worse. This shit comes back to bite him later. But basically, Nino pretty much just invites him to the dance. But the problem is, Kintaro and MC are the same nigga, so he has to dance with 2 girls already. Kind of has to choose. Now here's where season 1 starts picking up. Well, it's already had its moments, but here's when a whole lot of drama happens. Him and Ichika are setting up a campfire for the dance later, and this is where MC says, maybe we should just not dance. And obviously Ichika liked the nigga, so she starts crying and shit. But then MC hears some niggas coming in, so he hides her in the corner. Problem is, they get locked in. One thing leads to another. They get walked in on in a very awkward situation by none other than Itsuki and Miku. Itsuki, I don't know why she got mad. Okay, like, your sister and this nigga are cool. Why do you care? Itsuki doesn't even like the nigga at all in general. I don't think she ever gets a crush on the nigga in general. But now Miku, she actually took it well. Actually, now I think about it, she didn't even get mad. She kind of just got depressed, but not mad. I still have no clue why Itsuki got mad. I don't think she ever liked the nigga, like, romantically. They were cool, but like they weren't that cool. It's kind of ironic, because she is, well, not really, but she is the first girl he met, and quite weird, in a harem anime, she's the only one who didn't get haremed, I guess. And honestly, I don't consider this a harem anime, even though it is, because it's multiple girls. But they never all get together like in usual harem animes where they have all that shit where they're pretty much dating. They just kind of like all have feelings for each other. Well, all have feelings for him. He don't like them back yet. But I wouldn't say that's a harem, because nothing really happens till the end, obviously. Anyways, MC ends up making up with Miku, and then Miku's like, you know what? I'm not going to even be mad that Ichika did that. Miku decides to recognize Ichika's feelings and is like, alright, we'll just fight over the nigga, but fair and square, like no hate between either. All the sisters meet up and they realize, oh shit, Ichika's missing. Not really, because Ichika was right there, and it turns out Ichika wasn't Ichika, but it was actually Itsuki in disguise. Pretty much MC big brains it and says, you called me the wrong name because you never call me my name like that, and finds it out. Now I think about it, maybe Itsuki did like the nigga, but she was probably the least assertive out of every girl, because when it came to like the movie and the end, she never actually shows any feelings. But they had so many scenes together where you would think she might have liked him, but you never know. Anyways, after that, this is where MC pretty much just goes up to Nino and says, hey, Kintaro's not coming. This could have been, well, this would have been the best chance for him to break the truth, but he doesn't, and just keeps on the lies and said he stood you up. Anyways, end of season 1 just shows obviously MC getting married to the final girl, but you don't know that till you watch the movie, so I'm not going to spoil it yet. Anyways, I've been moving slowly, so let's blitz through season 2. Off rip, some drama starts. So MC stays overnight practicing, making sure he can make pamphlets and handwriting pages on pages of homework and tutoring and all this shit for these girls. Nino and Miku start butting heads, whatever. It's the usual sister arguing and shit, till shit starts escalating. Nino says, hey, this nigga spent a lot of time working on this. Grab the papers and do your shit. Nino smacks it out her hand and says, fuck this shit. She doesn't say that, but pretty much that's what she's saying. Miku says, hey, bitch, pick that shit up right now. That nigga put mad work into that. Nino picks up a paper, rips that bitch in half. Now you would think, oh shit, Miku finna tweak out. What actually happened was Itsuki walked up and smacked the fuck out of her. This arc is where I start fucking with Nino heavy. Like, her fucking character change, her fucking, it's heavenly, bro. She went from probably the worst option to the best option in the matter of 3 episodes. Pretty much well, not all the sisters, but the relationship between the sisters pretty much fall apart after that. Itsuki moves out and starts living with MC. I have no reason. I have no clue why. I guess she had nowhere else to go. And then Nino moves out and lives in her own like fucking hotel for a minute. Pretty much telling each other, fuck y'all. Also, I didn't say this, but if MC fails this test, well, not MC, but if the girls fail this test, MC gets fired, just like earlier. And at the same time, all this shit's happening. This dumb hoe, alright, let me not call her dumb hoe. I actually fuck with Yotsuba hella. Like, don't get anything confused. I fuck with Yotsuba, but she left me a little salty. Anyways, Yotsuba is pretty much overworking herself to hell. And it's pretty much lowering MC's chances of keeping this job, because all the girls are breaking apart and he kinda needs them to pass so we can get money. Now that I think about it, there was another important moment I left out. There was a girl in MC's past named Reina, who's very important to him. Also, Reina turns out to be one of the sisters, but you don't know that till the movie. Actually, you don't even know that till the movie. But she shows up in this nigga's moment of need. Some shit happens. Nigga falls in a lake. He runs into Nino. Nino lets him into the hotel, takes a shower, and he pretty much patches things up with Nino here. Now it's just Nino and Itsuki who need to get back together. Not back together like that, but like as sisters. But before that, MC fucks up again and then meets Nino as Kintaro. But Nino sees through it and pretty much fucks up everything. They just builds back. It's whatever though. Nino eventually, no, not even eventually, but pretty much gets over it the next day. But this is pretty much her redemption arc. She makes up with Miku. And also cuts her hair. She was bad earlier, but like with her haircut, she definitely bad now. Also didn't say it, but they dealt with a little of fucking Yotsuba's problem with the over stress and over all that. I don't know why I brought it up earlier, but I felt like it was important. So, you know, just throw it out there. It was one of the reasons why all the sisters got back together, to help her. Anyway, exams come. Turns out all the girls failed again. But their grades did improve, but they still all failed. And pretty much Itsuki, I made that mess up again. But pretty much MC decides, alright, I'm not cutting out for this, and quits. He didn't even get fired. He quits. Ain't gonna lie. Another one of my favorite moments in the show is just all the girls just being like, what? Huh? And just, I don't know, bro. Fuck. I really fucked with the show for some reason. No, not some reason. Shit just hit, my nigga. I don't know. Props to the writer, bro. Also, I don't know if I said this, but all the girls love him now. Besides Itsuki, I guess. But all the girls got something for him besides Itsuki. Allegedly besides Itsuki. I don't know. But literally all of them move out the rich ass place and move to the fucking boondocks saying, no nigga, You gonna tutor us. Long story short, emotional shit happens. Niggas all cool again. Also, I haven't been giving enough praise to MC. He's a raw ass nigga. Nah, I'm playing. He be stupid sometimes, but he's cool. Also, fuck with his voice actor. He voiced, what was his name from Demon Slayer? Inosuke. Real ass nigga. I fuck with him. Anyways, all the girls meet back up with their dad. And basically, their dad says, alright, I'm gonna give y'all one more chance with this nigga. If y'all fail this next test, I'm not gonna even remove him. I'm gonna make y'all change schools. And gratefully, every girl passes. Now, one thing that made me realize skimming through these episodes, I've actually been missing out on speaking on some of these plot points. They're not too important, but they kind of build up and become important. But like, if you watch the anime, you'll see, and all my shit's gonna make sense. Now, this is where I fuck with Nino so much. I already fucked with her a little before, but this is where I start fucking with Nino. So MC and Nino are riding on a bike. I'm not going to explain the context before, but they're riding on a bike. This is where Nino first confesses her love. But obviously MC was like, what? There's too much wind. I couldn't hear you. So instead of taking the normal harem route where they'd be like, alright, let's just move on from that, Nino comes back and deadass says it. Nigga, I fuck with you. Probably some realest shit ever in the fucking harem anime, drama anime. Every time the MC be like, wait, I couldn't hear you, it was too windy. They ain't never repeat themselves. She dead ass got back up and said, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna make sure this nigga heard me. Also, this is my thumbnail. Also, Ichika happened to hear that shit happening. See, there's a reason why Ichika was not my favorite girl in season 2. I'm gonna tell you right now, she does some slimy shit. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it in, but she does some slimy shit. But before any of that, we got a hot spring episode. I'm gonna keep it a long story short. Miku and all the other girls fall for the nigga more, except Itsuki, apparently. I don't know. But all the girls pretty much fall for the nigga even more. I fuck with Nino even more because there was a very nice scene in the fucking hot springs where she just tried to come on to the nigga. No weird shit. She's probably one of the boldest fucking romance anime pro tags I've ever seen. She literally just walks up to the nigga, tells him what it is, and doesn't like fucking skip a beat. Literally, she went from the tsundere act, and no, she's not even a tsundere because she dead ass tells you what it is. She tells you what's up, my nigga. That's probably why I fuck with her, because she is dead ass with it. She's not, skimping on nothing. She's dead ass gonna tell you what's up. But another big plot point that happened in the hot springs is everybody pretty much finds out. Well, not everybody besides MC finds out everyone has feelings for MC besides Itsuki. Also, if you're wondering what happened with Nino's confession, not MC, but Nino literally said herself, hold on, I don't want your answer yet, because she wants to have him fully love her before they get together, which is real. It's real. If I was MC, I ain't gonna lie, I would have folded, but that's probably why I'm not MC. Now here's where Ichika does the first slimy shit. So Ichika pulls up on MC, but in Miku form. At this point, MC can't tell the sisters differently. So Ichika as Miku says, Ichika likes you. You should probably get with her instead of me. Which is crazy because Ichika knows Miku likes him. They both like him, but she did some slimy shit. Basically said, no, don't date me, date her. But actually it's her. I'm gonna keep it short here again. But let's just say Ichika does a lot of slimy shit to get up in the favor. Because at this point, all the girls know what it is. And Ichika is just trying to take the easiest route and put everyone down and make herself stand out. Now, hold on for all them haters coming like, oh, why you say that was your favorite character? Well, obviously now she's my second favorite character since we're in season 2. But first season, she was my favorite character. But she does redeem herself around the end. So she's not bad. Ichika even goes to the thing. Okay, I didn't say this, but they were supposed to do some fucking school trip again, and the groups are only 5. So Ichika pulls apart Yotsuba and is like, hey Yotsuba, how about we 3 make a group with just us and MC? Because Yotsuba is probably one of the most fucking pushovers, so obviously Yotsuba is gonna do whatever niggas ask her. That plan never goes through because MC actually made some other guy friends, which is very surprising. But yeah, but like I said, Ichika does a lot of shit, but she redeems herself at the end, so don't hate, okay? Everybody has problems. What matters is if you solve them. Obviously, the GOAT, Nino, points all this shit going on and says, fuck it. Me and Futuro, oh, damn, that was his name. I've been fucking it up. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep calling MC. Me and MC are just going to hang since y'all want to do all this bitching. Like, she doesn't even try to act shy about none of this. She's just straightforward like a motherfucker. That's why she's the best girl. I don't know. To keep the end of season 2 short, because I know I'm coming up on like 20 minutes right now. It's beautiful, my nigga. I can't lie. Like, pretty much every girl falls apart, come back together. It's amazing, bro. I don't even want to spoil this shit. It's amazing, bro. If you haven't watched this anime and you're watching this video, first off, what the fuck are you doing? You're spoiling it. Second off, please watch it because this shit is amazing and got a lot of hate, actually. But most of the hate came from people who are pretty much new to anime, so they don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. Now, keeping it brief, but the movie did probably the best thing they could have. So for a brief moment, we got to see an ending with every girl. Well, I won't say an ending with every girl, but their good moment where they sort of get together. But ultimately, you get the fucking upset where the nigga chooses Yotsuba. And that's why it was salty. He chose Yotsuba out of all the girls. Like, if I had to rank them, I'm putting Nino, Ichika, Miku, then Itsuki, then Yotsuba last. And that's not me saying Yotsuba's a bad character, but out of all the other girls, I'd put her last, if I'm being honest. Also, Yotsuba's the girl MC met a long time ago. That's probably one of the main reasons he chose her. Honestly, what the niggas who did the movie did, instead of showing us like them dating briefly for all the other options, they should have just did it with all their endings separately instead of just what it could have been separately. Just, I want to see all their endings separately because those would have been beautiful and not left me salty. Okay, it wouldn't have left me salty. I wouldn't have been pissed. Well, I wasn't pissed. Okay, let me get this correct. No matter what I'm saying, I don't hate the ending. Okay, no matter how much I wish Nino got chosen, or at least Ichika, or at least Miku got chosen, I still enjoy the anime. Something that fucked me up though was they showed the girls' reactions to him choosing Yotsuba over them, and like most of them were bawling their eyes out, and I was like, fuck. And I was already like emotionally attached to these characters, bro. Like, fuck. Anyways, I'll see y'all. I'm actually doing this rating. I'm finna increase my rating on this anime. I rated it like a cool 8.8. I might bring it up to like a cool 9.3.